Hello everyone, this is Leslie. Welcome back to my channel. This is where I share my frugal thoughts. And today's actually not so much a frugal thought, but as a piece of financial advice. And it is something that I learned firsthand, and I'm going to say see below. I spoke last time about my husband's stroke and how that affected our family's finances. And in that I mentioned that after his stroke, he was unable to go back to work, and that our main source of income became his disability, for which we are very grateful and thankful. However, what I have since learned and what I want to share with you is that something that we did not know at the time was that disability, or my husband's disability, and this, I guess my financial advice to you is to check your disability policy, because quite frankly, what we had always assumed is that if something were to happen to my husband, I would always say to him, because I had 5 young children, I would always say to him, what happens if you get hit by a bus? And he would say, oh, if I get hit by a bus, you're going to be fine, because we had a good life insurance policy. And however, my husband did not die, he became disabled. I have since learned that 1 out of 4 Americans becomes disabled and will collect disability payments before they reach the age of 65. So it is a very real possibility for 25% of Americans. And I wish I had been more aware of that. So I want to make you more aware of that to check your disability policy. Most of them cover 60%. That's obviously not across the board. And for us, it covered 60% of his salary. What was a double whammy for us was that his salary was a base salary, and then he received somewhat frequent and quarterly performance bonuses, so that our income was based, our total income was only, I'd say 50% of it was his base salary. So long story short, we ended up having about a 60% drop in our income. So we are fine and we're doing great. It's not a problem. We're working it out. We're living day by day. We're all good. We're employing frugality and all those things. I don't want you to be as, for want of a better word, blindsided as we were when this happened to us. It was not something we had expected, nor had anyone ever discussed it. And so I keep on telling everyone, please learn from the things that we did that we perhaps wish we had done differently. And I don't know that I want to call them mistakes. Maybe some people may call them mistakes, but just learn from the things that we did that maybe we would have done differently. Maybe we would have made a point of taking out more disability insurance on my husband if we had known that was the case. Because disability was just not something that we ever thought about. I don't know why. I just never thought about it. I mean, I always thought that if something was going to happen to him, he was going to get hit by a bus, as quote unquote. And I don't mean to sound insensitive, but I did not think he was going to have a situation in which he would be unable to go back to work because of a physical situation. That's it. So anyway, this is my frugal thought for the day. Really look at your disability policy. Make sure that you are in a situation where your income or your spouse's income or the main money earner's income is going to be substantially covering your previous income if one or the other, whoever becomes disabled, if someone becomes disabled. And that you take steps to take out supplemental disability insurance if it does not. Depending on your age, I will tell you that one thing we very much wish is that we had taken out additional supplemental disability on my husband. It has been fine, and as you may or may not know, I say this all the time, if this is your first time, however, I did go back to work, and I was able to make up some of the income, not all of it by any stretch of the imagination, but we're doing fine. So, but I don't want you to be just fine. I want you to be fantastic. So make sure that the frugal thought and the frugal financial lesson for today is make sure you check out your disability policies. This is Leslie. Thank you so much for stopping by. And that's it. Thank you so much. If you like this content, please, and hopefully we'll have more upbeat and I shouldn't say upbeat, because being financially frugal and making good financial decisions is upbeat. So thank you so much for stopping by. Bye-bye now.